This week on CFO Learning Pro, I have some great tips for manually creating groups. Groups, we see those all the time with automatic subtotals, but you can manually create these, although there's a few gotchas that we have to talk about. And I learned these from Mac Wilk. Mac was a finalist at the Model Off World Excel Championships in New York City in 2012, and he was a huge proponent of using groups. Typically, to use a group, you would select the lower rows in the hierarchy and press Shift Alt Right. But let me show you what happens when we do that. Shift Alt Right. We're going to group the rows, and they assume that those items, apple, banana, cherry, figs, belong to the next row down, vegetables, which is wrong. You have to come out to the Data tab in the Outline group. And now this is going to be just outside your field of view. Let me see if I can make it smaller here. In the Outline group, you want to go to this dialog launcher. That is where we get to this really obscure setting. In that dialog launcher, we're going to say Summary Rows Below Detail. We're going to uncheck that. Click OK. And you see that now those items go to the row just above. All right. So, depending on how you set up your spreadsheet, that's a really important setting that you would never find otherwise. And let's see, we'll do this down here again. We'll choose the child rows. Shift Alt right arrow, group rows, click OK. And then what we have is different sections, and we can collapse down to just the section headings using the number 1 button, see everything with the number 2 button, or if it's collapsed, expand just one section or the other section. As I said, Mac was doing this all the time with his models. He would have several different layers of levels, levels inside of levels, and set these up just to make his spreadsheets really, really easy to navigate. A great, great tip.